Avi Loeb teaming up with the new head of the Pentagon's UFO office, dubbed the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office. Together, they say that interstellar objects detected in space could be signs of extraterrestrial life, and that current sky mapping technology, like the James Webb Space Telescope, could miss such objects.
It could have been a mother ship that released some probes.
Hear me out.
Habitable region around
Why does
the
this
sun.
image
We
look
have
like a
visitor
dormant
to our
Wraith cruiser?
backyard. We should observe it at first.
This was discovered in October of 2017.
Sounds like a movie, right? Sounds like some Terminator stuff, or Minority Report, or Total Recall. The CIA and FBI has contracts with Hollywood, so they put a lot of things in movies so that when they do it in real life, you won't psychologically be able to respond to it because you'll be battling with whether or not it's fact or fiction. Oh, that ain't real. That's just from that movie y'all saw. Until it really happens.
These are Wraith cruisers from the show Stargate Atlantis.
The ancients go by many names. The ancestors, Lanteans, gate builders, and Alterans. Their
Possibly the Anunnaki.
technological creations include the Astria Porters, Stargates, city ships, most well known being Atlantis, and the deep universal exploration vessel, the Destiny. I'll now get on to their history. Tens of millions of years ago, the Alterans, the first evolution of humanity, lived together in the Alteran home galaxy. A split then occurred among the Alterans, dividing them into two factions, the Ancients, who still called themselves the Alterans, who were more secular and science-orientated, and the Ori, who became more religious. Thousands of years after the initial exodus from the Alteran home galaxy, over 60 million years ago, the Alterans discovered the Milky Way galaxy and colonized Terra, Earth, and the planet Akara. It was at this time that they established their Stargate network, developed the Zero Point module, a massively powerful energy source, and colonized other notable planets throughout the galaxy, most notably Proklarush Teonas, Vis Uben, the proposed grand capital of the Alteran civilization, and P3R-272, a planet dedicated to the ancient repository of knowledge. During this span of time, the Ancients formed an alliance with other notable great races of the Milky Way galaxy, those being the Nox, the Asgard, and the Furlings. It is also during this time that it is suggested that the Destiny was launched along with thousands of seed ships that seeded the observable universe. Approximately 50 million years after these events, 10 million years ago, a plague began to obliterate the Ancients and their civilization. The plague originated from the site of construction of the grand capital of the Ancients, Vis Uben. It is postulated by later archaeologists that the Ori may have been in some way the cause of the plague. In an effort to escape this destructive plague, the ancients built city ships, the most notable being Atlantis, to escape their galaxy and start anew in a new galaxy, known to the Tauri as the Pegasus Dwarf Galaxy. When arriving in the Pegasus Galaxy, over the course of almost 10 million years, the ancients populated the galaxy with both their race and a subspecies known to everybody as the humans. Their dominion spanned over 1,000 worlds, all under the protection of the great Alteran civilization and the High Council of Atlantis. Then one day, the Alteran people set foot upon a dark world where a terrible enemy slept, this being the Eratus bug. The ancients, in an attempt to make their race immune from the effects of this creature, unwittingly created a life form that feeds on other beings, sucking the life out of them like a parasite, described by them as the Wraith. A war began between the great Alteran race and the Wraith, who consolidated their technology and numbers to take the fight to the ancients with overwhelming numbers.
A Wraith.
A Wraith. Genetic hybrid between human beings and something called an Eratus bug. Feeds on human energy. Literally saps the life out of people using a sucker on their hands.
In March of 2012 this was captured and is being dismissed as a solar flare. Clearly the solar flare happened as a result of whatever this was that left so fast. Look at this idea that was put in the show Stargate universe.
Yes! What are we so happy about?
We're gonna live, Eli.
What about the turbulence and the heat and the death?
No, all of that would have happened by now. The shield is protecting us.
But you said we were out of power.
I was absolutely certain of that. And I've never been more pleased to be wrong in all my life.
The ship is refueling using energy from the stars.
Sounds like a movie, right? Sounds like some Terminator stuff, or Minority Report, or Total Recall. The CIA and FBI has contracts with Hollywood, so they put a lot of things in movies so that when they do it in real life, you won't psychologically be able to respond to it because you'll be battling with whether or not it's fact or fiction. Oh, that ain't real. That's just from that movie y'all saw. Until it really happens.
Could this be a part of Project Blue Beam or something else?